Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome. Back again with another one. It's gonna be another TikTok compilation. This one is called Extension Level Event. We're gonna get right into it, y'all. First of all, I gotta say this video features materials protected by the Fair Use Guidelines of Section 107 of the Copyright Act for use purposes such as entertainment, teaching, criticism, commentary, research, news reporting. I do not own the rights to the videos, music, or photos in this video. There's no infringement intended. Warning, viewers' discretion is advised. All right, let's get into it, right? Extension level events, y'all. It's happening. 2025. Let's go.
This message is in reference to the future of this realm. Please share this message. For those who have ears to hear, let them hear. I have not included any type of hashtag because if this message is for you, then you will receive it. As you all know, everything that you've learned is total opposite. For example, your compass. What is true north, south, east, and west is not what you've been told. Everything is upside down and inside out. Well, the poles are shifting or turning to correction. You will experience bursts of energies due to the turning of the poles. Every portion of this realm shall feel this effect. This is a part of the realignment. This has to be. The sun is assisting with much needed solar energy due to the contamination of this realm. This happens during the last stages of a dimension in preparation for those whom are about to enter. So please listen carefully because it can get a little confusing. The dimension you are about to leave, which only will be a few of you who will ascend to the fifth dimension, while others will be left behind here in the fourth dimension due to their inability to learn righteous balance. Much of the landmass here will be submerged and will appear to those whom are entering the fourth reality as islands, just as you see islands today. When they enter into this dimension, the fourth dimension, they will see everything as pieces of islands. So, in other words, there will be a new breed of beings to enter the fourth dimension from the third dimension. Those that reincarnate back here or has failed and is unable to enter the fifth dimension will only be able to see the fifth dimension from afar, but will never be able to enter it until they have mastered what's needed to ascend. Depending on what they've done, they are able to be the new leaders of the fourth dimension, depending on how much information they have acquired and how they were as human beings, what type of morals do they have, and where their heart rests at. Now, if they abuse their power, they only get one chance to do it again, or they will be disintegrated. So those who are currently ruling this system are on their second chance. But some kind of way, they managed to get assistance from wicked beings, believing that they can escape their disintegration, but they can't. These forces are unfavorable to balance in your realm. They lean more toward the evil side of the scale, believing false promises that these pirates of the cosmos has given them. All will come to an end, which leads me into World War III. World War III has begun. The battles you've been hearing about isn't what it seems to be. You have beings here that are posing as people or human, and they are not. The United States has a close connection with these beings, these pirates. There's so much information that has been obtained and recorded. This world has exceeded the balance of the expected order in a negative impact. It has been consumed with wars, hatred, control, and other forms of impurity, and continues to spiral downwards and has impacted other worlds within Mother Earth. It has impacted those in inner Earth and other worlds within and around your world. Those that has been here since the foundation of this realm are the original caretakers of Mother Earth and are synchronizing with her and other celestial beings that has been sitting idle and now has become active. The United States is the head of the body of wickedness, and once the head comes off, the whole body will fall. What's to expect? This realm has been hijacked and will be taken back by force because they're not going to give it away to you. And the way it's going to be taken back by force is through a purification process. Humanity has proven to not be able to govern themselves due to selfishness and the influences of these wicked beings. Natural forces will be a major part of purification. Time and energy will be manipulated due to the purification process. This will cause a separation of good and evil. They will attempt to use technology to combat the sun and celestial beings, and this will cause an interruption of your daily accommodations. The sun will emit a frequency that will disable these technologies. As your sky peels back like a scroll, meteorites will begin to pour in and develop new landmass and locking in old landmass. You will see auroras emitting new light coding. This new atmosphere will not be livable to many. You're going to know if you belong here or not, if you have passed or failed. This final war is against humanity. They are determined to bring you down with them, to eradicate you, to bring you to your lowest state, to keep you bound here.
That's the introduction to the extinction level event, y'all. You already know what it is. You know, there's 8 billion people on this planet, and 6 billion is not supposed to be here. You're already feeling the symptoms if you're not conducive to this planet, or you're not making yourself conducive to this planet. So you already know the deal. That whole ordeal with the panda that happened in 2019. Yeah, that was kind of the beginning of it. So let's get into some more videos, y'all. It's gonna get kind of deep from this point.
So I know y'all seen the video by now of the guy telling everybody to evacuate California, saying survive San Andreas. Let's think about it. First, I want to ask y'all this. Have y'all lost your balance recently? Like, anybody lost their balance or failed or you get where I'm going, right? Just, if you have, just comment below or say, yeah, do you feel like you have vertigo? I don't think it's vertigo. I don't. But the only way to know this is everybody, only way to know what's going on is we all talk, communicate with each other. But let's think back. Okay, so recently people have been seeing, first of all, people been talking about, like he said, San Andreas, earthquake, tsunami, whatever. Entertainment purposes only, okay? And then certain states have been seeing the sun look a certain kind of way. Do we all have a different sun? Are we all in different realities? Then, people have been seeing the red sky, right? Then you've been having all of the animals that's been on shore. Then you have that blob that's been in the ocean that heats up and goes away, shows up on the radar. Shows up on whatever it is that monitors the heat sensors. It heats up, animals unalive themselves, and then it goes away. What is that? Before that, then you had CERN, right? You had CERN opening portals or whatever. Then you had the aliens in Florida, the malls. Then you have Putin telling people that they can come to Russia, they can come live there. And then you have, if you look in the future, it talks about, just look it up, look up the pictures in the future. Then it talks about in the how the population of the United States population is going to be going to decline by 2025 over 50%, a lot.
So when this is 2025, we're in the beginning of 2025. This is January 3rd, right? Friday on the Gregorian calendar. And they saying 50% of America is going to be gone by 2025. So let's see if they're going to make it happen, or are they just bluffing? Extinction level event.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen to where the population is going to go like that? And then you have gangs who have taken over apartment buildings and stopped paying. People have stopped paying rent in certain places. Like bunkers are being built. They said celebrities have left California. Am I missing something? Like, this is all the stuff I'm seeing. Oh, and then the Leviathan showing up on the map, or this big ass dragon that's big as hell that's been melting is showing up on the map, and now all of a sudden all these earthquakes and tsunamis, is it waking up? Is the Leviathan here and waking up? Why is the skies turning red? What could make the sky turn red? Why are they you have what you call it, like, how they hold on. You know, what is it like when you find, the mysterious things of the world or whatever, ninth wonders or how many wonders, 7 wonders of the world, whatever it is. Why isn't this big thing that looks like a creature, that everything around it is named dragon this, dragon that, dragon this, and then when you zoom out on the map and change the view, you can see it. Like, why are they not telling us what that is? What is that? I think they're trying to make us feel like everything is normal. Everything is going like it's supposed to go. Everything is normal, but it's not. Like,
everything is not normal. It's very abnormal. Get ready.
It's not.
They're not coming for us. The apartment complex had 99 units in it. Out of 99 units, what, no black people in there, love? Yeah, it was. I didn't say that they was coming for blacks in general, but we are the general population. And yeah, we have to take that very, very seriously. We're talking about immigrants who don't give a goddamn about a goddamn citizenship. We do, because we are the slaves here. They don't give a damn about that. Them people had time to get the coordinates to certain places in America. But the funny thing is that the same group and more said they was going to do this before they even got over here. They said this. And now, we about to see all of that in full effect. Why? Because Americans don't take anything serious. They also know that. While we thought that these people from third world countries did not know anything and that they was illiterate, they studied everything about us. They studied our women. They know what y'all care about and what y'all don't care about. They study men. They know what we care about and what we don't care about. They know about the black and white bullshit beefs and all that bullshit. They know about all that. Yeah. And they definitely plotted on how to take advantage of all of it. Because we was ignorant enough to think that they wasn't going to do it. And yet here they are. Don't get it fucked.
Divide and conquer. That's what they doing. Divide and conquer. They're making us divided. East versus west. Left versus right. Red versus blue.
Up. Hello, white people. They want to go get their guns up. In these countries. Why is that? Why haven't we done it? It's because we don't take shit serious. My people don't take shit serious. So none of us is going to think to get prepared for anything for as long as we know we can get up, eat, go to the bathroom, shit, have sex, go to work, smile, drink, party. We think because we can still do all of that, it is in the name of freedom. If we do not stop what is going on right now, the only time that any and everybody is going to get up and care is when they start killing women and kids.
Wow, mírala. Wow, por la 66. Allá. Un blog, mamá huevo.
Old block in Chicago. They got an immigrant crisis going on.
Por allá. Nosotros estamos por aquí. Oh, el malandrío. ¿Qué lo que? Wow, mírala. Wow, por la 66. Allá. Un blog, mamá huevo. Está por allá.
4 months ago, God told me that a tsunami coming to California and destroying the coast of California. Y'all ever heard of the San Andreas Fault?
Yeah.
It's finna get ready to happen, brother. I came from Atlanta, Georgia, bro. I don't know nobody in California. I got a wife, I got kids. He said, get up and go save my children in California, and that's what I'm doing, bro. My shirt say evacuate California, and on the back of it, it say survive San Andreas, bro. You feel me? So I'm out here fighting for y'all, bro.
We'll survive together, man.
But they've been saying it for hundreds of years. But every day we're a step closer.
You know, every day the earth is always shifting.
Absolutely. So you get what I'm saying? But I'm just letting y'all know, 4 months ago, he sent me a vision.
Hey, together, we're gonna survive it.
Absolutely. Believe that, brother.
Tsunami coming. You think it's a game? It ain't a game. It's San Andreas fault from the hit. That tsunami gonna come and swallow all of this. I'm talking to the crib, talking to the bloods, evacuate. For that earthquake hit. Drew Wade.
Y'all, have y'all saw Drew, the prophet, on TikTok? This man, this prophet, and I have discernment, okay? And when things pop up, to me, things don't just coincidentally pop up on my For You page, okay? This man, this prophet, is married. He has children, lives in Atlanta, came down to California, and is walking the streets telling people to evacuate California. Just like the movie San Andreas said. Just like the movie, a tsunami will hit the coast of California. Split San Andreas fault in half. Split it. This man, God gave him a vision. He left his family and went to California. He is wearing a shirt that says evacuate California. He is yelling in the streets. He's using God's real name. And if you know, you know. I instantly received the chills when I saw this prophet on my For You page. You do your own research, you search your own heart, but I know what I know. Not to mention, I live in the spirit. Is that the city of fallen angels? That man said rappers, famous people, all in one day. The water will be so high it will cover a 15-foot building. Let me leave you with this. Everyone, and I mean everyone, thought Noah was crazy. They thought Noah was crazy. It hadn't rained in how many years? Until it actually started to rain. I'm gonna repeat it. They thought Noah was lying, crazy, until it did in fact rain. Noah didn't care. He didn't care what no one had to say. He was building that ark, regardless of what the haters thought. And guess what? The animals followed him. The animals knew what was up. This man, he don't care how crazy he look. He is in the streets of California telling people to evacuate. Do what you will with that.
Y'all wanted to see the doomsday map, and this is what it looks like. This is the map made.
It's a message to California. You already know. They had a 6.0 not too long ago, and it just keeps getting higher and higher.
2017 by Forbes, and it depicts what would happen if the Doomsday Glacier melts and we have another massive global flood. This map is hypothetical. Keep that in mind this whole time, please. Let's start with Canada. In Canada, areas of the northwest region right here will be pushed inward by hundreds of miles. And when we make our way down into the United States, you can see that the Great Lakes right here and the Mississippi River have combined to just make one large body of water. Over here, California is gone, and these surrounding states are now underwater with it as well, but it makes up about 150 mini islands of California. Right over here is Lumeria. That's another video all in itself. Another Easter egg that would require a whole other video, and you let me know if you want that, is there's Atlantis. Why is that there? all coastal areas from Maine all the way down to Florida would be underwater. Here's what I find suspicious as shit though about this map. Jeff Bezos just bought up 400,000 acres of land in Texas. John Malone, the richest man in the country, he owns 2 million acres between Wyoming and Colorado in this dry area. And then Ted Turner also owns 2 million acres. It's like the millionaires of this country know what is coming, and so they're going off of this map right here. Y'all wanted to see the Doomsday map, and this is what it looks like. This is the map made in 2007.
Yeah. I done saw some terrifying news today, y'all. I thought I was over this asteroid news. But y'all, this is what's going on right now. So, they say that NASA is saying Doomsday asteroid heading towards the Earth in 2024. We in September, y'all. September, October, November, 3 months. We have an asteroid heading towards Earth. Now, the last asteroid we know to have collided with the Earth took away the dinosaurs. It was from 10 to 15 kilometers, and the impact created a crater at the edge of the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. I'm going to show y'all a few pictures. But they're saying we got something that's going to happen again, and they trying to figure out how to stop it. If it destroyed the dinosaurs, what does that mean to our Earth as we know now? So I think the NASA people is working on how to get this stopped, y'all. Why this ain't been all over the news? What? I guess they don't want to cause a panic. But I'm telling y'all, I just read this. I'm on the Yahoo News, y'all. They say Doomsday asteroid is headed towards Earth 2024.
Well, we're in 2025, so what happened? Is it still on trajectory toward Earth, or did it slow down? I'll get back to y'all on that.
I just had to wake my husband up to let him know that I just got a notification on my phone, and y'all, this really ain't my normal stuff I post. I took notes, okay? Y'all, a 720-foot asteroid is approaching Earth at high speeds, okay? The asteroid is called 2024 ON, or 2024 ON. You could go look it up. It should be approaching Earth September 15th, 2024, okay? It is going to come the distance from Earth and the Moon, which is, 620,000 miles, approximately 2.6 times the distance between the Earth and the Moon, okay? Its height is of a 60-story building, okay? It is, the estimated speed is 25,000 miles per hour. It is not, the impact is low for it to hit us. Thank you, Lord Jesus. But 60-story building, I'm shaking over this. Like, I had to wake my husband up over it. I'm like, what? But NASA did come out and say this.
But obviously, like I said, we in 2025. What happened to it? Is it still on its way? Did it pass us? Did we do something to change its trajectory? Did we do some magic, or what's going on? So I'll leave that up in the air. But maybe they didn't report it because maybe it wasn't that big of a deal. Maybe they were just trying to scare people. You got to be careful of that.
Bro, it seems like California is still going through it, y'all. Look at this. This is today in California. Y'all see how red it is over there, y'all? This video was taken at 2 p.m., y'all. 2 p.m. And it gets even more red than this. The lady said you can see ashes falling out of the sky. Check this out.
They shouldn't be out here, but that first video was recorded at like 2 o'clock. It is now 4 o'clock. And there's ashes everywhere.
Y'all see how red it is? Look at that. Look at that. It literally looks like a scene out of a movie. Here go another one over here, y'all. Check this out.
Look at this shit. You see this side, but it's blowing over. I had to like literally dash in the house. You see how this ash? I had ash falling on me, bro.
Y'all see that? Look at the sun. Y'all see that? That look crazy, man. And then the wildfires going out. You can see the black smoke, the sun right there. It's crazy. You can barely see the sun. Wow. Man, what a time to be alive, man. California got the red sun and Florida got the blue sun. I showed y'all the blue sun is in Florida. I mean, look at this. This is where I'm at in Florida. We got the blue sun. Look. Look at that. You can see the blue all around that. And not to mention all the colors of the rainbow, right? California got the red sun and we got the blue sun. How is that possible? Why aren't we seeing the same suns in the same places? Y'all please let me know how that is possible. Red sun on the west coast, blue sun on the east coast. The red and blue Kachina. The times are here, y'all. There are signs in the sky. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Like, comment.
I told y'all, evacuate the state of California. Y'all didn't listen. I'm on my way out now. I'm gone. I'm going back to the A, man. You know what I mean? But I just want to give a big shout out, man, to all the high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools, and all the baby mamas, and all the pregnant women out there, and all the gangbangers, and all the Mexicans, and Asians, and everybody that's in the state of California, man. I love y'all, man. Drew X, man. I did it for y'all, bro. All them videos y'all seen me post, I did that for y'all. I didn't do that for me. God told me to come do that, and I did it. Some people listen. Some people did. Some people know. Some people don't even know that I was out there. They don't even know what's going on. Just want to let y'all know I love y'all. I gave my all for y'all. You hear me? I gave my all for y'all. You hear me? Drew X, I'm out. Evacuate the state of California.
X marks the spot. X is the Christ, Christ conscious. You already know, evacuate California.
It could kill up to 18,000 people. Quake fault line goes right through downtown Los Angeles. When the shaking stopped yesterday, there were more warnings and real worries.
That fault runs right through Los Angeles, which is why we need to be concerned about it. It does, it has the potential for a very large earthquake. It's been modeled up to magnitude 7.5.
Seismologist Dr. Lucy Jones says Monday's modest quake was on the Puente Hills thrust fault system, more dangerous than the San Andreas fault because it is perilously close to downtown LA, a place packed with people and very old, unstable buildings.
Higher death toll than we would see from the San Andreas because it is so much closer to people.
The fault stretches from the Glendale, Pasadena area to Puente Hills and lately has been very active. All that seismic activity has people ducking and covering throughout the Southland. From 2013 to 2023, Dr. Jones says there was an average of 5 magnitude 4 or stronger shakers. But 2024 has been a lot more volatile. Already this year, there have been 13 magnitude 4 or stronger quakes.
This year.
What do you think 2025 is going to be? 6 and better.
Year is now an active year again. 2024 has had more earthquakes than any year we've seen since 1988.
The most active year in more than 35 years. And Dr. Jones says it's likely to continue. But that doesn't mean we're on the verge of the big one.
We should be expecting to continue at a higher rate until it goes back down again.
Everybody's talking about the fault lines and the earthquakes in California, and It's insane because I had to do a little research for myself, and I researched how long it takes from the top of California to the bottom.
14 hours.
By car, by driving. And it takes 15 hours to get from the top to the bottom of California by car. Do you know how massive that is for that to be one state?
14.4.
And we're talking about it going underwater. This will be probably one of the biggest events in history. It will be the biggest event in history. And we have people out here telling people to evacuate. We got so many people having these dreams. Every time I look at a video of an earthquake video about California, everybody's talking about, I had a dream of a tsunami. I had a dream of this. I had a dream of that. And these are warnings for a lot of people. I haven't had any dream or vision about California or anything like that. But my spirit is telling me that something big is coming. Something big is about to pop off in California. And these smaller earthquakes, just like one yesterday, it was in California yesterday. It was a 5.1 or 4.7, but everybody said it felt like a pretty massive earthquake. That is a warning to y'all. That is a clear warning. It's God's wrath is brewing. And if you can't tell, it's brewing. And he's trying to help y'all by warning y'all. Now, a lot of people be prideful about stuff like this, and they want to act like nothing's going to happen. Oh, we're used to earthquakes. We're used to earthquakes. Y'all, in your spirit, it feels a lot different this time around. With everything happening, with everything going on in the world, America is under judgment, and California would be the first place to get hit with something as massive as this. I'm just saying. So think about where you want to go. Think about relocating. Think about getting out there quick, because we in some scary times. God, you don't want to be part of God's wrath. You do not want to be part of God's wrath. And I'm not fear mongering, but the way the series of events are taking place, God always gives you a warning to something bigger. It's just like when world wars happen or wars happen, there's always smaller wars that lead up to that big war. Just like in this particular event with these earthquakes, these smaller earthquakes hitting. It was 10 earthquakes sometime, like last week. I'm not sure, but it was like smaller earthquakes in California sometime last week. And then this bigger earthquake hit yesterday. And now everybody's talking about that California is about to go underwater. And I mean, it's scientifically showing you that it is about to go underwater. So I wouldn't ignore something like this. I would not take this as a joke and take it lightly. But 15 hours though, 15 hours, that's crazy. You talking about the whole California? Nobody's saying get out of Los Angeles, San Francisco, or San Diego, or any other part, Anaheim. They telling you to get out of California. California is its own country, basically. Like, it's the biggest state in the country, or next to the biggest state. I'm not sure. But please take heed and have discernment and go back to God if you need to pray about this and really take things under consideration. These prophecies of certain prophets and prophetesses, and then you have people out in the street in California. Everything is kind of in alignment. Me personally, I would get out of California because they're known to have earthquakes. God is going to use those earthquakes as a judgment, because you got to understand, a place like California, y'all are used to earthquakes, right? So of course the average person is going to think, well, I'm used to this. I don't want to move. I'm not going to relocate because we already have earthquakes. And then it's that pride and it's that ego that catches you off guard.
Exactly. And that's why I left. Because I ain't that prideful. And I witnessed some earthquakes out there in Cali, but I was like, yeah, I'm good. Definitely straight on that, but you get the point.
Time out, because there is a man on this app named Drew the Prophet who is running around California telling people to evacuate because God showed him something in a dream. Now, everyone thought Noah was crazy too, but hear me out. Drew the Prophet isn't the first one to predict this, right? He isn't the second or the third or the fourth even. Remember I told you about Michael Gordon Scallion, the one that had visions of the global pole shift coming? Yeah. Edgar Casey was known as the sleeping prophet, and he also had similar visions of a global pole shift leading to this type shit. Why Edgar Casey was called the sleeping prophet is because he would put his head down on books and he would absorb the knowledge, and he would go into like a sleep-like trance and tell people everything that was going to happen in their life. You can believe that if you want to. Now, Edgar Casey predicted major earth changes in the late 20th century, early 21st century. Now, what he predicted was major earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, rising sea levels, and that Atlantis and Lemuria would be found. The cool thing about Edgar Casey's vision was that he didn't see a total wipeout. He saw that the ones that were left over would come together, and he envisioned a new world unity and a spiritual awakening. The sleeping prophet also said that this would happen, the global pole shift would occur when Mount Pelée and Mount Etna go off at the exact same time. And I just want you to know that Mount Etna just erupted on August 14th, and Mount Pelée hasn't erupted in over 100 years, but it's under watch because it's supposed to. And look, the sleeping prophet did over 14,000 personal readings of people's prophecies and their futures. He only predicted this one time. But I will say that he predicted the stock market crash, he predicted where Bimini Road was going to be found, and a shit ton of other stuff that actually came true. Going back to Drew the Prophet, he's in California. Remember that. Look at fucking California. I would stop tripping about these maps if people would stop prophesizing them. Time out.
So Daddy had a feeling to go show me these earthquakes on a map. Can you zoom out and show them what the fuck? All of these earthquakes are now popping up in California. Like, I'm dead ass concerned. I'm really not playing. This is
right here tells you how bad
the magnitude.
Yeah.
We have one red. Go back where we were, because it was red 20 seconds ago, Wesley. Now it's not. ¿Qué te pasa? What the shit? I'm actually concerned. Am I?
What's going on, TikTok? If this has come across your feed, stop scrolling. 2024 has been a wild ride for everybody worldwide, but I'm sure everyone has been hearing about the attention that California has been getting, especially with the earthquakes that they've been having lately, also the earthquakes of the past, and also the wildfires that have been going on too as well. And as you can see here, there's still a lot of earthquake activity. Me, myself, I live in the West Coast. I have been feeling some of the earthquakes, and I've been hearing about a lot too as well, and they've been ramping up over the past 30 days. And besides the earthquakes that's been going on in California, California has also been dealing with wildfires too as well. There's a huge wildfire going on that is about 2 hours north of where I live at in California. To add more to the plate, let's talk about this, the San Andreas Fault. Everyone is talking about end times biblical prophecy and how California is going to be covered in water and fall off the map. So let's talk about it. Now, I want you guys to pay close attention to the San Andreas Fault. So everyone is saying, hey, this is the red zone, this is the safe zone. But I'm here to let you know that no side is safe. Let me break it down. But before we go into why everyone is danger, I just want to break everything down. So this picture right here, in the next couple of pictures I will show you, I have swam certain tectonic plates, and I've studied tectonic plates and how they work. Learning more about tectonic plates, it is actually opposite of what people think will happen to California. And here's another image of me snorkeling between two tectonic plates that is known as the Silfra Fissure. And if you haven't heard of the Silfra Fissure, it's between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates, and this was in Iceland. I had a great time doing this, but let's get back to the earthquakes and the San Andreas Fault. Looking back at the San Andreas Fault, supposedly this area right here is locked on the southern end, and north of LA going towards the San Francisco area and up, that's supposed to be locked as well. The only thing is it could get worse. So returning to this map right here, what everybody fails to realize is this tectonic plate on this side actually protects everything inland. And I'll show you here in just a second. So if this side gives, everybody thinks that this side is going to just fall into the ocean and you guys are going to be safe. I'm here to tell you, no, it is not true. This is what's going to happen as the tectonic plates are moving this way. If this side gives in and this side either floats away or falls in, that's going to allow a tsunami to go inland. Let me show you why. So if you guys are looking at this picture right here, this is the California and the West Coast coastline. So think with me for a second. What people fail to realize is the outer coastline of the San Andreas Fault actually protects the water from going in. The coastline and the cliffs actually acting as a barrier and a wall of protection. So guys, you have this backwards. And once an earthquake triggered the San Andreas Fault and this breaks off, the inland no longer has that outer protection. They no longer have that cliff to stop the water from coming in. And without the outer cliffs for protection, we end up with results like this. Remember, the outer side of the west coast is a cliff. It is a wall. It prevents water from giving in. Once that gives way, this is what's going to happen. And as you can see here, here's another future map of the United States. So this has been predicted for years if these tectonic plates were to ever give in. The only thing that will be above water are all of the mountain ranges. Remember, the west coast is going to fall off. We will no longer have that protection wall. That means water is going to continue to come inward and inland. So coming back to this main picture here, you guys aren't safe. We aren't safe. So we just have to pray, make sure we get our affairs in order. If you can leave, leave now. There's prophets going through saying get out. There's biblical prophecy talking about California going down under. This is not a safe zone. Wake up, everybody.
I think I'm onto something, y'all. Y'all remember the Illuminati card game, right? Nobody talks about this specific card. I remember how I be telling y'all to be putting the truth in plain sight, right? Look at this. Now, I know y'all remember they was talking about the demon syndrome. How people could be able to see like people's face morphing and shit like that. If you didn't look at it, look it up on YouTube or something. You mean? But for those who know, that might have been a sign of something, y'all. First of all, that only happened about 6 months ago, and we probably all forgot about it, right? Look how many other events that the card game played out. Peep this. Pay attention to this shit, y'all. It's crazy, yo. It told us. It literally told us. Peep, just pay attention. The moon landing. Yo. Peep. Pay attention to all the cards, y'all. Screenshot whatever y'all need to do. Look at that. Hold on, he about to zoom in. Screenshot. Peep. I'm telling y'all, yo. And y'all gonna see what's the last card too. It's crazy. Oh man. Y'all remember these, yo? I'm telling you. Yo. This, did y'all see that? This is for entertainment purposes only, you feel me? Oh my god.
I think you guys, they're running up CERN, opening up portals, bringing the demons into our reality and fucking up everything we live at, guys. The sky is not real, guys. The sky is not real, guys. They're running up CERN and fucking up the reality that we live in. Look at this, guys. The sky is not real right now, guys. They're fucking doing it. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Can make this shit up, guys. Reporting right here, right now. This time, this day.
Shout out to this guy, man. He's a legend. You know what I'm saying? His voice is a legend on TikTok.
You guys, they're running up CERN, opening up portals, bringing the demons into our reality and fucking up everything we live at, guys. The sky is not real, guys.
Lord, I want to thank you that I have been so well cared for, that I have a little bit to give a little bit. I want to thank you that my heart has not been so hardened that it won't bleed for someone else. I want to thank you that I have been so well loved by my mother and my father and my husband and my children and my aunties and my cousins,
and my brother,
that I have love for other people. I want to thank you that my arms don't ache because they have never been held, and that my muscles have not atrophied because I have nobody else to hold. I am appreciative that there's peace in my life and that I have the faith of my grandmother who had to endure real everyday constant discrimination and still had kindness in her heart. I wish that kind of peace for Iron Lion Zion up here. If you stayed, you can find more ways to help people in North Carolina at the Manna Food Bank. It is mannafoodbank.org. There's going to be an immediate need for food and water.
I've never seen anything like that. Look at it blowing up.
Look at that water spout. Oh my god.
Wait, what is that? It's a chemical. Go. Get us the hell out of here.
Dude, oh my god. Oh, it don't even look real.
I can see a face.
Oh my, that's like tripping me out.
The Simpsons put out their series finale, or at least that's what's being said, right? And it leaves people confused, because if you saw the clip of it, or if you saw the show, it's an entire reset. This is super important because the Simpsons have been famous for, some say predicting, others say for sort of telling you what's going to happen down the pipeline. I have no opinion in that. This video is just for entertainment. I have zero idea. What I will say is that the show is emphasizing the word reset. Reset is the word that's emphasized. And at the end, it's stated that the show's not over, but it's just a reset. We see what's been going on in this world and everything that's happening, man. And people are still confused. Why are you guys confused? Pick up your Bible and read it. It's all in there. I'm not confused. My Christian brothers and sisters aren't confused. We see all this stuff and we know who's behind it. We know who runs it, who approves it, who puts the shows on. We know why the words are used the way they're used. I used to act in shows. I know everything is deliberate. When it's put in there, when you see it, especially a cartoon that has to be drawn out and they have to practice it, it's on purpose. A reset, not a series finale. Their world isn't ending. It's being reset. If you know, you know.
Things are changing and they are changing fast. And I don't think this right here is a good thing, y'all. This is in Cape Verde. And what you're seeing here is lava. Basically solidified. I don't know if it's hot or if it's still got to be hot because it just came into this house. This is a byproduct of a volcanic eruption that happened in 2014, y'all, in Cape Verde. And now it's making its way into his house. Look at this.
This is crazy. Insane. You don't see shit like this every day.
Where does he live? On the ground?
You don't see shit like this every day.
Well, you certainly don't. So what do you do? What do you do at this? I'm telling y'all, man, there's a greater change afoot, man. It's already here, man. Y'all see this. I post this type of content. When have you ever seen things like this happening? This goes to show you, man, like we're in the danger zone. That thing looks still hot. Look at that, y'all. But yes, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Let's get this shift. Things are...
This message is in reference to the future of this realm.
So guys, this is absolutely unbelievable. Something I've never ever witnessed before. It's just... I would just watch the footage.
Y'all see what's going on right now? The planet is having a celebration. This is her version of fireworks. Nature is celebrating because we are almost there. As you know, the auroras are caused by the geomagnetic storm, and the geomagnetic storm is caused by the sun supercharging the planet right now as we are speaking, and Mother Nature is celebrating because we are ascending from this old earth into the new earth, the fifth dimension, and we are ascending to these new light beings, and these are the light codes coming in from Mother Nature to supercharge us, y'all. Now, if you look into the picture, y'all, you can see sacred geometric shapes, and these are ascending energies and frequencies that are actually the light codes that are coming from the higher dimensions that is causing this ascension process right now, y'all. And these are the messages that Mother Nature is sending right now because she doesn't even need to speak physically. She speaks in frequencies, tones, vibrations, color, everything that you're seeing right here, y'all. And if you've been feeling pressure around your head, headaches, dizziness, vertigo, loss of appetite, increased amount of energy, then you are accessing these energies right now. And all I can tell you is things are going to get a lot more interesting because everything that goes on in the world coincides with these energies. And don't forget, y'all, we have an election coming up. Things are going to get a lot more interesting. But yes, y'all, what a beautiful time to be alive. Now go out there and get that energy. Get those light codes, y'all. Taste that rainbow. Let's get this shift. Peace out.
And with that said, y'all, you know, I want to leave it on a lighter note. I know the title is kind of grim and dire, but on the bright side, this is change that's coming, and change that has to happen. And even though it might be kind of shaky in the beginning, it's something that we have to get through in order to get to the other side. So I wish y'all the best. I hope everybody's working on themselves and doing the best they can to become the best version of themselves. Stay vigilant. Keep your head on a swivel.